as never before in history, so low, that Israel itself has declared, that is the water engineers, that they expect sometime this summer that the water level will reach so low that the Sea of Galilee can never be restored. It's going to die now. How much time will it take before that water dries up? That's the amount of time that's left. How much water will evaporate from the sun? That's the amount of time that's left. I have concluded it's not going to take 100 years. Oh no. I have concluded it is going to take less than 50 years before that water dries up. And when that water dries up, which is less than 50 years, I believe, the world will then witness the emergence of Imam al-Mahdi. And when he emerges, then Isa alayhi salam returns, the true Messiah. When he returns, he will kill Dajjal. And Gog and Magog are going to be destroyed. And then said the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam, then the Holy Land will be liberated. He said, when this hadith is in Sahih, in the Sunan of Tirmizi, he said, when you see the black flags coming from the direction of Khurasan, go and join that army, even if you have to crawl over ice. Go and join that army even if you have to leave Singapore. Go and join that army. Because Allah's Khalifa, Imam al-Mahdi, is in that army. And no one will be able to stop that army until it reaches Jerusalem. And so now, we don't have time to debate this subject with those who differ with us. We don't have time for them anymore. They can differ with us. They can disbelieve all of this. It doesn't bother us. Because we know the countdown has begun. We know it's just a little bit more time when a Muslim army will destroy the state of Israel. The Holy Land will then be liberated. The true followers of Ibrahim alayhi salam will then take control of the Holy Land. The state of Israel of Sulaiman alayhi salam will be restored by Isa alayhi salam. And the Prophet said, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam, he said that Jesus will rule as a just hakim adil, a just ruler from Jerusalem. And so the prophecy will be fulfilled. And the golden age will be restored. But it is the followers of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam which would have inherited the legacy of Sulaiman alayhi salam. It is now 10:20, and I have finished the first part of the lecture. That is, I have finished that part of the lecture which pertains to Dajjal in his capacity of Al-Masih. If we had the time to go to the second part, which we don't, we would now proceed to the methodology. How does Dajjal achieve his objectives? What is his methodology? The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, every messenger of Allah has warned his people about Dajjal. But I'm going to tell you something that no one has ever said before me. So this is very important. Dajjal sees with one eye. His left eye. He's blind in the right eye. It looks like a bulging grape. How could this be so important? A one-eyed man. That no prophet of Allah ever spoke about it. That this had to be saved until the very last prophet. What is there so important about a one-eyed man? There was a one-eyed man in 1967 who was a very good general. Moshe Dayan. There was a one-eyed man who led the British fleet to defeat the French at Trafalgar. Lord Nelson. So one-eyed men could do great things. So what is there so significant about Dajjal's one eye? Maybe it is not to be understood literally. Let's see. Dajjal has the word kafir written between his eyes on his forehead. Kafir. And every mu'min will be able to read it. Oh? So what about those who are not mu'min? Don't they have eyes too? How come they can't read? And this one can read. Maybe he's not reading with these eyes, Maybe. Let's see. Every mu'min will be able to read it, whether he is katib, can read and write, or ghair katib. He cannot read and write, he'll still be able to read it. So now it's clear. Now it's clear. He's not reading with these eyes. If he's not reading with these eyes, with which eyes is he reading? Do we have any other eyes beside these eyes? Do we have any other ears beside these ears? Once you can answer that question, you have penetrated the major ground of attack of Dajjal. Dajjal sees with one eye indicates that Dajjal has only external vision. And therefore knowledge comes only from external vision, the external senses. Dajjal is blind in the right eye indicates that Dajjal is internally blind. The Quran says, many ayat, the Quran says that the heart, when the heart has iman in it, and when Allah confers upon it nur, like Maulana Abdul Alim Siddiqui rahimahullah, when Allah confers upon it nur, then the heart can see, and the heart can hear. And so Dajjal is blind in the right eye, Dajjal is internally blind. When Dajjal launches his attack, therefore, what he does is that he reduces people to a state of internal blindness. They see with only their external vision now. But said the Prophet ﷺ, Dajjal comes with two things. What are the two things? A handphone and a computer? Dajjal comes with two things. He comes with, help me somebody. No. He comes with two things. Come on somebody. Yes? Jannah and Jahannam. He comes with a river and a fire, says the Prophet ﷺ. He comes with a river and a fire. But his river is a fire. And his fire is the cool waters of a river. Whoever falls in his river will have his load of sin increased. And whoever falls in his fire would be relieved of his load of sins. In other words, the age of Dajjal will be an age in which appearance and reality would be completely different from each other. If judgment is based only on external observation, then judgment will be based on external appearance. But the internal reality is different.